A tearful woman, Naomi, sits in a candlelit room, praying aloud for a man who will love her purely and stay despite her scars. Flash cut to a mysterious man, Thomas, staring at a photo in his wallet. Naomi: God, if you're listening, send me someone real. Someone who sees me. Doorbell rings. Naomi opens it and freezes. Thomas stands there. He whispers, I think I'm here for you. I don't need perfect. Just true. Just someone who stays. A man, ruggedly handsome with a haunted look. Thomas sits alone on a worn-out couch. He holds a small, weathered wallet. From it, he slides out a photo, a younger version of himself with a woman and a child. He whispers almost to himself, Thomas, am I too late? Naomi pours tea. She lights another candle. The doorbell rings, startling her. She hesitates, glancing at the clock. It's nearly midnight. Naomi nervously. Who? She opens the door just enough to speak. He doesn't move closer. Thomas, softly, like he already knows her. I think. I'm here for you. Naomi. What did you say? Thomas steps forward, not threatening. I know how this sounds, but I'm not lost. I'm sent. She lets him in. He stands dripping, respectful but heavy with presence. She offers him a towel and tea. Naomi. You said you were sent. Thomas. I was on my way somewhere else. Then I saw your light. I just felt like I needed to knock. He sips the tea. His hands still shake slightly. Naomi watches him. There's kindness but also caution in her eyes. Naomi. Do you always follow lights in the dark? Thomas gently. No. Just this one. They talk. A strange, quiet bond begins. Naomi feels safe but questions everything. Naomi. You don't even know me. Thomas. Not yet. But I see you. She stiffens. It's the exact phrase she used in her prayer. He turns pale. Naomi. What did you say? Thomas, confused. I said I see you. Naomi nervously laughs, deflects. It's late. Maybe I should get some sleep. Thomas. I understand. He begins to leave. Just before he steps out, Naomi quietly. What's your name? Thomas pauses. Thomas. Naomi whispers. Like the prophet. Naomi. God, what did I just invite in? A gentle hymn finishes as the pastor dismisses the congregation. Naomi exits her pew, still processing last night. Turning to leave, she nearly collides with Thomas' fresh suit, calm smile. Thomas, warm as if they're old friends. Morning, Naomi. I saved you a seat up front, figured you like the left side because it's closer to the choir. Naomi blinks. She's never told anyone that. Naomi, careful. I didn't realize you'd be here. Thomas hands Naomi a steaming paper cup. Thomas. Chamomile with a splash of honey. Helps the nerves before you sing. Naomi's heartbeat quickens. Even her closest friend, Ruth, doesn't know that. Naomi. How did you? Thomas shrugs, gentle. You hum that melody from Oceans whenever you're anxious. Figured you might be about to go on. Naomi forces a smile but steps back. Ruth, 30, protective, approaches. Ruth whispered aside to Naomi. Nobody's that good. He's hiding something, be careful. Sunlight, kids running. Naomi and Ruth sit on a stone bench. Ruth. Girl, deja vu. Remember Marcus? Sweet words, sweeter lies. Naomi. Thomas is different. Ruth arches brow. Different how? He already knows your drink order, your pew, your nervous song. You post that online. Naomi shakes her head, she's never shared it anywhere. A breeze lifts a folded note that lands at Ruth's feet. She hands it to Naomi. Ruth. From Loverboy. Naomi unfolds the scrap. One line in block letters. Ask him what happened in 2019. Her blood runs cold. Naomi scans the crowd. No one seems to notice her. But across the street, a shadowy figure in a dark cap leans against a lamppost, half concealed by a parked van. The figure lowers their head as she looks their way. Naomi finds Thomas arranging hymnals. Naomi, steadying herself. Why this church? You said last night you were just passing through. Thomas smiles softly. Felt familiar. I needed familiar. Naomi hesitates, then blurts. Naomi, what happened in 2019? Before he can speak, the pastor calls him to help stack chairs. Thomas nods, eyes still locked on Naomi, an apology he can't voice. Ruth drives Naomi home. Inside the car, Naomi watches Thomas through the rear window. The shadowy figure now stands closer to him, but Thomas seems unaware. Ruth, tell me you asked. Naomi clenches the note. Naomi, I did. He didn't answer, just looked like the world caved in. Something big happened. Something bad. Naomi's laptop glows. She types Thomas surname unknown 2019 over and over. Nothing. Just sighs. Her phone buzzes, unknown number, no caller ID. She hesitates, answers. A distorted voice. Ruth, stop digging, Naomi. Pray for discernment. Not danger. Blick. Line goes dead. Naomi's breath shakes. Candlelight flickers, the same candle from last night, now burning lower. Naomi, God, show me the truth before my heart outruns it. She hesitates, breathe, then answers. Distorted voice. He's not who you think. He lies with soft eyes. Ask him where he buried the truth. Naomi bolts upright. Naomi, who is this? No answer. Just silence. Then a faint sound, a woman crying. Blick. Suddenly bang. A loud knock on the front door. Naomi jumps. Naomi tiptoes to the door and peers through the peephole. It's Thomas. Drenched from rain. Breathless. She opens the door slowly. Thomas, did you answer it? Naomi, softly. Thomas curses under his breath and steps inside. Naomi, who is calling me? What's happening, Thomas? He's silent, pacing. Then stops. Thomas, I told you I had a past. I was going to explain. But someone doesn't want that to happen. Naomi folds her arms. Her voice shakes. Naomi, what happened in 2019? And why does someone sound scared of you? Thomas, there was a woman. Her name was Leora. She died. Naomi's face falls. He continues. Thomas, we were engaged. The week before our wedding, she disappeared. I was the last one seen with her. Naomi's heart races. Naomi disappeared. And the crying on the phone, was that her? Thomas is gone. Naomi, she drowned. They said I pushed her. I didn't. Swear. Naomi, were you arrested? Thomas nods once. Shame flooding his face. Thomas, I was cleared. No evidence. No motive they could prove. But the media people still think I did it. Naomi backs away slowly, conflicted. Naomi, why didn't you tell me sooner? Thomas, pained. Because you were the first person to look at me without fear. I didn't want to lose that. Naomi lies on Ruth's couch, staring at the ceiling. Naomi, what if he's telling the truth? Ruth, or what if you're living in a murder podcast, and you're the season finale? They both try to laugh, but Naomi's eyes are already glistening. Thomas opens a drawer and pulls out a worn, hidden file folder. Inside, old newspaper clippings, a water-damaged photo of Leora, and a letter. Leora's letter. If anything happens to me, it'll be my fault. I made choices I can't run from. He closes the folder and looks up at the mirror. In the reflection, a shadow moves behind him. But when he turns, nothing. Naomi scrolls through old news archives. She finds it. Local teacher found dead. Fiancé released after questioning. There's a photo. Thomas. Same eyes, same guilt. He zooms in. Next to him stands another man, half turned. It's the same man she saw watching them from across the street. Naomi whispers to herself. Naomi, if I'm his second chance. Why does it feel like I'm walking into her ending? Her phone buzzes again. A new text. I tried to leave him once. Don't make my mistake. Naomi gasps, drops the phone. It lights the room like lightning. Warm lighting. Laughter. Rare calm. Naomi and Thomas sit at the table, halfway through a meal. Naomi. You cook like you're hiding a chef hat in your car. Thomas, smiling. Maybe I am. Or maybe I just want to impress the woman who prays louder than my doubts. Under soft string lights they slow dance. Blows. Breathing in sync. Naomi brushes hair from his face. Naomi. I don't want to be afraid of what's real anymore. Thomas. Then don't be. He leans in and they kiss. Soft at first. Then deeper, urgent. Hands explore slowly until Naomi touches his chest and he winces sharply, pulling back. Naomi. What is it? Did I hurt you? Thomas quickly buttons up his shirt. Thomas. It's nothing. Just an old injury. Naomi. From what? He hesitates. Thomas. I don't want to ruin this night. Naomi lies awake, staring at her phone. The kiss replays in her mind. Her hand hovers over Thomas's contact. Then curiosity wins. She opens her browser. Types. Thomas Mateo plus arrest plus Leora. Nothing useful. But something nags her. On a whim, she types. Daniel Elias plus arrest plus 2019. Unksha. The face is Thomas. Same eyes. But the name reads. Daniel Elias. Arrested 2019. Suspect in Leora Njoki's disappearance. Charges dropped. Naomi's heart sinks. He zooms in. The scar on his chest visible even in the mugshot. A red slash under the collarbone. Naomi splashes water on her face. Looks in the mirror panicked. Naomi whispering. What else aren't you telling me? A ding. New message from an unknown number. He's not Thomas. He's Daniel. And I know what the scar means. She drops the phone. Footsteps outside. Naomi freezes. Knock knock. Thomas, you okay? She takes a breath, puts on a neutral face and opens the door. Naomi pours tea. Thomas watches her. The silence between them is thick now. Naomi, why did you change your name? He stiffens. She turns to face him, mug shaking in her hands. Naomi, you're Daniel Elias. You lied. Thomas, quietly. I changed it because that name was cursed. Every job, every friend, every chance I had gone after the case. Thomas is my middle name. I became who I had to be to survive. Naomi. What about the scar? Thomas, sharply. Don't ask me about that. Naomi. Then what can I ask? Silence. Thomas backs away. Thomas. Maybe this was a mistake. He heads for the door. Naomi stands frozen. Her heart says chase. Her mind says run. Naomi tells Ruth everything. Ruth. You kissed a man who faked his name and might be involved in a woman's death. And you're asking me if you should trust your gut. Naomi breaks. Naomi. I didn't ask God for a perfect man. Just a real one. What if he is the answer? Ruth. Then tell me, Naomi. Why does God's answer have blood on his name? Thomas, alone, opens an old wooden box. Inside a blood-stained shirt. A note. Forgive me, brother. I couldn't protect her. He stares at a broken locket on the table. Inside. A picture of Leora. And behind it Naomi's photo, printed and old. He's had her photo long before they met. Naomi dreams. Dream sequence. She's standing at a lake. Leora appears behind her. Leora whispers. He tried to save me. But he failed himself. Naomi turns but Leora is gone. Only footprints in the water. Naomi wakes in a cold sweat. Her phone buzzes. Another text from unknown. Ask him about Amani. The scar wasn't from the fall. He took the blame. Knock knock. He opens the door. Thomas stands there, eyes hollow, holding a small box. Thomas, softly. You saw it, didn't you? Naomi. You lied to me. About your name. About who you are. Thomas. I didn't lie to hurt you. I lied to start over. I didn't think I deserved someone like you if you knew the truth. Naomi. So what is the truth, Thomas, or should I say Daniel Elias? They sit opposite each other. Thomas opens the box. Inside is a court document, the mugshot, a photo of him with another man, and a church pamphlet. Thomas, slowly. My brother Amani was my best friend. We grew up with nothing. He was brilliant, kind. But he fell in love with the wrong girl, Leora. And one night she went missing. I found him holding her scarf, covered in blood. Naomi, shocked. So Amani did it. Thomas. He didn't say. He didn't speak. He just cried. Panic. I told him to run. I stayed behind. Naomi. You took the blame. Thomas. The cops didn't care. I was already a felon on paper. Street fights. Petty theft. I served time for obstruction and suspicion. They never had a body. But everyone believed I did it. Naomi, tears welling. Why change your name? Thomas. Because Daniel was dead to the world. I wanted to be the man my mother prayed I could be. I wanted to deserve a woman like you. He stands, overwhelmed. Then he breaks. Tears pour as he clutches the table. Thomas, choking. You were my answered prayer too. But I thought I had to lie to be loved. Naomi stares at the ceiling. Ruth calls her. Ruth. So what are you going to do now? Naomi. I don't know. He was honest. But only after I caught him. I'm scared to trust him. But I'm more scared of letting go. Thomas sits alone. He holds a worn Bible. Flips to a bookmark page. A photo of Leora is tucked inside. He writes a letter. Naomi. If you never forgive me, I'll understand. But the truth had to come from me. This is where it ends. Thank you. For letting me be seen. He seals it in an envelope and places it under her door. Naomi opens the door. Finds the envelope. She reads the letter. Her hands shake. She falls to the floor, crying. Naomi confides in Ruth, emotional. Naomi. What if loving him is the test? What if grace means staying? Ruth. And what if grace also means walking away? Thomas meets with an old church elder, eyes sunken. Older. You can't bury the past until you tell the whole truth. Thomas. There's more. Elder, grave. Amani didn't run. He hid somewhere close. And someone else knows. Naomi sits on a bench, alone. A woman walks by, brief glance. It's Leora. Alive. She walks away before Naomi can react. Naomi sits curled up on her couch, Thomas's letter beside her. Her face is puffy from crying, but her hands tremble with something stronger now. Confusion. Her phone dings. Text from Ruth. Girl. You better open your door. There's drama on the porch. Naomi peeks out the curtain. A glamorous woman, stylish but tense, is knocking with impatience. Naomi opens the door slowly. Woman, coldly smiling. You must be Naomi. Maria. Thomas's fiancé, or I was. Before he ghosted me and started playing saint in this church town. Naomi, shocked. I've what? Arya, arms crossed. Don't look so surprised. You didn't really think you were the first woman he prayed into, did you? Arya sips tea Naomi never offered. Naomi stares, stunned. Arya, bitterly laughing. He told me I was his answered prayer too. That he was rebuilding his life with me. That he'd changed. You think you're special. You're the next in line, honey. The rebound after everything fell apart. Naomi, quietly. He said he had never been in love before me. Arya. Then he lies better than I thought. Thomas paces alone. The elder walks in. Older. You've been found, son. You have to face all of it. Or lose it all. Thomas, haunted. I never meant to hurt Naomi. I left Arya because I didn't love her. But I didn't know how to end it right. I thought, if I walked away, that was mercy. Naomi replays Thomas's words in her head. You were my answered prayer. I didn't think I deserved someone like you. I wanted to start over. She holds her chest, whispering, Naomi, am I the prayer? Or the punishment? She wipes her tears and storms out. Bang, bang, bang. Thomas opens the door. Naomi bursts in, furious. Naomi, you told her the same things you told me. Thomas, defensive. She came to you. Naomi. She didn't have to. The way she looked at me like I was some charity case. Was I? Well, Naomi, I left Arya because she wanted the idea of me. You see the real me. That scared me more than prison ever did. Naomi. So you lied to both of us. Thomas, softly. Well, I just couldn't love anyone until I met you. But I handled it like a coward. He approaches her, voice trembling. Naomi. When I pray now, I don't ask for blessings. I ask that I don't lose you. She looks at him, heartbreaking, unsure. Naomi curls up on Ruth's couch. Her eyes distant. Ruth. So what now? Naomi. I thought I wanted a man who saw me. I never asked what he'd bring with him. I don't know if I'm strong enough to love someone broken. Arya talks on the phone, frustrated. Arya. No, he doesn't know yet. But he'll have to face me and the truth. I'm not done with him. Thomas walks alone at dawn. He sees a figure in the distance. It's Leora again, watching from the same bench. He freezes. His lips part in disbelief. Thomas, whispering. It can't be. She gets up slowly and disappears into the fog. A dusty road snakes into a sleepy village. Thomas's car slows to a stop near a small, weathered chapel. His face is pale. Hands grip the steering wheel. Thomas, to himself. I said I'd never come back here. Naomi watches from her car across the road. She followed him without telling anyone. Her heart races. Naomi. What are you hiding, Thomas? Thomas kneels at a pew. Alone. The silence deafens him. He pulls out a folded piece of paper drawn in crayon. Child's drawing. House. Stick man. A girl holding hands with him. He chokes back tears. Thomas, quietly. Sorry. I was scared. Naomi approaches slowly. Sees Thomas walking toward a small memorial stone beneath a tree. She hides behind a tree, listening. Happy birthday, Leora. Naomi gasps. She stumbles slightly, a twig cracks. Thomas turns. Their eyes lock. Naomi. Leora. That name again. Thomas, frozen. You followed me. Naomi, angry. You have a child. You never told me. Who is she? Why is her name on a grave? Thomas, voice trembling. She's not dead. But to this town she is. Naomi stares in horror. Thomas breaks. They said if I ever came near her again, they'd take her forever. After prison they said I was unfit. So I stayed away. Naomi, softly. You left your own daughter. They threatened to put her in state care if I fought them. Arya's father had power here. I was young, dumb, angry. And when Arya vanished, they blamed me for everything. Naomi. Wait, Arya is her mother. Thomas nods, ashamed. Young Thomas holds a baby. Arya storms out, screaming. Her father, a stern man in a suit, hands Thomas a restraining order. Rain pours. Thomas drops to his knees outside the door as it slams shut. Naomi, tears in her eyes. You buried her memory just to survive. I thought God was punishing me. Until you. He takes her hands. You weren't the distraction. You were the light. Naomi. But I'm still standing in the dark. I want to tell her I'm her father. I want to fight for her now. But I don't know if you can love me. Knowing all this. Naomi. I prayed for a man who would love me despite my scars. But I never imagined I'd have to love one despite his. Then maybe God's testing us both. Arya watches a screened security footage from the church. She sees Naomi following Thomas. Her jaw tightens. She dials a number. Arya. They know. Naomi's seen the grave. If he touches my daughter, I swear I'll bury him for real this time. Thomas walks alone, a bag in hand. From the shadows a figure steps out. An old woman. Worn, kind eyes. Old woman. She still asks about you, you know. Leora. Every year. You're not forgotten, Thomas. He closes his eyes, overcome. The past and future crash in his chest. Naomi holds the child's drawing Thomas left behind. Naomi, quiet prayer. God, if he's not perfect but he's real, help me love the truth. Even when it hurts. Her phone buzzes. Text from unknown number. If you stay with him, you'll lose everything. He already has. Naomi sits alone, stirring tea she hasn't touched. A calm, well-dressed man enters. It's David, clean-shaven, confident, with a warm smile. David, Naomi. Still love ginger tea. Naomi's eyes widen, surprised, unsure if she should smile. Naomi. David. What are you doing here? David. I saw your name in a church bulletin. I was just posted back in the city. Thought about us. Naomi exits the cafe. Thomas is waiting by her car. He sees David shake her hand before walking away. His expression shifts. Thomas. Friend. Naomi. Used to be more. It's not what you think. Thomas. What is it then? She opens the car door without answering. Thomas watches her drive off. Knock. Naomi opens the door. David again, holding a small box. David. I know this is fast, but I waited for years. You once said you needed someone stable. Someone you could build a life with. He opens the box. A diamond ring glints under the light. David softly. Yes. No drama. No broken past. Just peace. Thomas sits alone. His hands folded in prayer. Pastor Miriam walks by, noticing his turmoil. Pastor Miriam. You look like a man losing more than sleep. Thomas. She deserves someone whole. And I'm still bleeding. Pastor Miriam. God doesn't only call the clean. Sometimes he asks the wounded to lead healing. Naomi sits on her bed. The ring box lies open on the dresser. Thomas's drawing from Leora is tucked in her Bible. She picks it up, touches the lines. Phone buzzes. Message from Thomas. I won't fight, David. You deserve safe love. But I will always, always love you. She bursts into tears. They're sitting in the same cafe. David asks her to move in. Naomi younger says, Naomi then. I need someone who sees my heart, not just what I offer. David then. I don't believe in broken people fixing broken people. It's messy. Back to present. Naomi blinks, that line haunting her. David waits with a brunch spread. Naomi arrives, thoughtful. David. Ready to give up the chaos. Naomi. You never believed in my kind of love, David. The kind that walks with the wounded. That wrestles with God at midnight. David. Believe in peace. In safety. Naomi. Then maybe we were never praying to the same God. She places the ring box gently in his hands. Walks away. Thomas is packing. Ready to leave town. Naomi rushes in. Naomi. Breathless. Don't go. Thomas, quietly. You deserve a man without baggage. Naomi. I asked God for someone real. He sent me someone raw. Someone broken, yes, but real. She steps closer. Naomi tears. He answered both our prayers. But now, the rest is our test. Thomas drops the bag. Wraps his arms around her. Arya slams a wine glass on the floor. Watching them kiss through a security camera feed. Arya. You chose him. Again. Let's see how long love lasts. When faith is tested. She pulls out a legal envelope stamped custody. Naomi and Thomas stand by the edge. Faces inches apart, love crashing against frustration. Naomi. I prayed for love, not war. Thomas. Then why does it feel like I'm fighting just to stay close to you? Naomi. Because you never stop running. From your past. From me. From your own truth. Thomas. I told you everything. Naomi. No, you told me what made you look good. You left out what made you dangerous. Thomas. You think I'm dangerous. Naomi hesitates. Naomi. Think. I don't know who you are when the storm hits. Naomi slams the door. She paces. She's trying not to cry. Fails. Naomi, to herself. God, this isn't what I asked for. She throws her Bible across the room, but it falls open to a bookmarked verse. Love is patient. Love endures all things. She stares at it, angry. Thomas walks alone. Past bars, shadows, memories. His hoodie soaked. He stops at a street corner where a girl sells flowers. Little girl. Want to buy one for someone you hurt? Thomas buys one. Sits on a bench. Opens his phone. Starts typing. Her phone buzzes. Message from Thomas. I love you. But maybe I was your test, not your blessing. He throws the phone. Breaks down. Naomi sobbing. God, is this love? Or a lesson I was never meant to keep? Young Naomi kneels in a church. Young Naomi. Please don't let me fall for someone who'll break me. Arya stares at court documents. A lawyer sits across from her. Lawyer. If you want full custody of Leora, we'll need to prove Thomas is unstable. This is your moment. Arya, smirking. He's already unraveling. All I have to do is push him over the edge. Naomi slips into a pew. Lone. The sanctuary lit only by the red exit sign. Pastor Miriam. Even Jesus asked for the cup to pass. But he still drank. Naomi looks up. Naomi. What if I chose the wrong person? Pastor Miriam. There are no wrong people, only right faith, or none at all. Thomas returns to the place of the argument. Naomi's not there. He places the flower on the bench. Thomas, softly. If you're done with me, I'll understand. He turns to leave. Naomi appears behind him. Naomi, quietly. I threw the flower away. But I came back for the root. I stare. Moment of hope. But distant sirens break it. Thomas's phone rings. He freezes. Thomas, answering. Yes. What? She did what? He drops the phone. Naomi's face pales. Naomi. What happened? Thomas. She's suing me for full custody of Leora. And she's using you to prove I'm unfit. Naomi steps back, shock across her face. Thomas. This storm. It's not over. It's just beginning. Arya hands over photos of Thomas and Naomi kissing, arguing, crying. Surveillance level. Arya coldly. Tell the judge he lives in chaos. I want my daughter now. Naomi stands in a simple, elegant white dress. Her face calm, poised, radiating peace. Around her, friends smile, some wiping tears. The safe man, Michael, adjusts his tie nervously. He catches Naomi's eye and smiles warmly. Everything seems perfect. Naomi's phone buzzes. She glances down, an unknown number. She hesitates but answers. Thomas, soft voice. Naomi. Can we talk? Thomas steps into the light, older, humbler. The shadows from his past still linger, but his eyes hold clarity. Naomi's heart races. Thomas. I've been running from the truth. From you. From myself. But I'm done hiding. Naomi looks at Michael, who gives a supportive nod but stays silent. Naomi steps closer to Thomas. Naomi. I almost gave up on us. I almost chose safety over love. Thomas. Love is messy. It's broken. But maybe that's what makes it real. Their hands touch. A hush falls as Naomi looks out over the city skyline. Voice soft, reflective. Naomi. Maybe love isn't perfect. But maybe it's still divine. She turns back to Thomas. Small, hopeful smile.